I've been really quiet recently because I've been going through a lot of my stuff and clearing out my stuff. Um, I don't know if you recall, I did a video about Laurie being right in terms of looking at the darkness, and I remember crying. I pulled up on the side of the road on my way to my 3D job. I'm still in the 3D job, as you can see the laptop behind me. But as I pulled over, I was sobbing my heart out because I'm unable to actually deal and take what has been done to us, especially the children. And being a mummy, it really, really hurt me. And I was literally screaming in my car. And I then, as I started to regain myself and started to drive to work, I started to realize that all of these calls that we have within us, the darkness, and that's come from our ancestors and that sort of thing, they're all linked into the satanic mind. Hard, right? To realize how we have been controlled, manipulated, how our vibration has been used for their agenda. And I talked about how it's really easy just to unplug from the satanic mind and just plug it into universe. It's really, really simple. And I've just been really hibernating and doing that for myself. But I was finding it really difficult. And it's funny how, although my friend and I have actually changed this, but we seem to only come together when we need each other to release some stuff. And she follows and is educated spiritually and vibrationally by a gentleman named Jared Hewitt. I think he's brilliant. I read his book. I have done none of his courses, and she's very kindly the things that he says that you can share with others. She shared it with me, and they're just beautiful, unbelievably brilliant. And she was saying, why don't we just open up all the doors within us that have been sealed shut? And the minute that we did that, and when that full moon hit, wow, the amount of stuff that came flooding out for me was unbelievable. And I've just been sorting all of that stuff out. I had done a video before this, which I've deleted, and I was so in a tears. I felt like I was spinning top in mud. I didn't know from right to left, up from down. I had no idea where I was, what I was meant to be doing, what I'm supposed to be doing, and in all of when the flood happens, when things change. And I was listening to Michael's recent video of how to survive the economic crash. And it makes sense now what my guys have been telling me, because I have on my website was going to take away the whole I will help you do the work for you until you are ready and able to do it yourself. And I was going to get rid of it. But my guy said, no, you need to keep it for when things change. And we'll see what happens. Because I remember for me, I needed help from somebody who was way more spiritually mature than myself and has done a lot of their own belief work before I could actually start working on myself. Because looking at your stuff and seeing where it's come from is a lot harder than working on somebody else. What's brilliant as well is when you're working with somebody else, sometimes it's a reflection of you. And that's always great. You work on somebody who is reflecting that little broken piece within you. Sometimes it's not always the case, because there have been people who have helped me that haven't had that broken piece, that was able to sort it out for me. So it's not always the case, but usually it is. A neighbour of mine is quite, the word she uses is depressed. And what I said to her was, she talks about going into the forest or going onto a bridge and looking to commit suicide. And I said, the fact that you are here talking to me and haven't gone through with any of that is you're in a better place than what you think you are. And when things happen externally to you, and I'm talking to everybody here, when something happens externally to you that you feel like you're being a victim of, or you're being victim of is probably only the right one. That you think that you're being a victim of, what is it within you that has that vibrational frequency that has attracted that person to be a persecutor to you, whatever that may be? So there's something within you that is broken, that has attracted that to show you you have something inside of you that is broken and needs healing. And this is when I say I am so grateful to everybody in my life, everybody that has shown me how broken we are. I say we because I mean my family. I mean how I was. There's still pieces of me that needs healing. Needs looking at, needs changing. But I'm so grateful for everything, for this complete and utter journey, from getting sick to going on this healing course, to seeing how a family member used black magic on me, to the breaking cords with that person, then seeing how they also had a part to play in sealing some doors within me, and also then seeing the person who created, who brought this old way of healing back into public domain, as it were, seeing their face change and being like, that's not for me, and unplugging from all of that, and using that modality in the way that I believe that God has directed me to losing my firstborn, because I was really fast asleep. I was in a coma, and I had to be brutally woken up, and that's what my firstborn did. It was completely and utterly wake me up. And I know that for a lot of you who are at the beginning of your journey, maybe you've gone through something really horrific to make you wake up to what is really going on and what has had happened, because now it's no longer that. They have been out for a long time, and this beautiful portal that we are in is about what we want to bring into this world, how we see this world, how we see us in this world. It's just what I see for this world is amazing, and it always brings tears to my eyes because it's so beautiful. Um, so beautiful. So much joy, so much happiness. The bliss that I see, and the smiles, and the kinship between individuals, because we are all one, is amazing. I'm being reminded about something that I thought about the other day. So I now realise that I'm a starseed. Took me a while when I followed all of my breadcrumbs and realised that I am. It's become a lot harder now when somebody asks where I'm from. Do I ask them, are you a 5D'er? Do I just say where I'm from? I mean, gosh, do you still hide it? I'm being told, follow your intuition. And I suppose that's always the way that you got to keep moving. Is follow your gut, follow your intuition, follow your heart. That's really the way, right? We really do have this new earth. It's really here. And I've been reading a lot about people who have time jumped and jumped back in time um, to help bring in this new earth. I don't know any of that. I am unsure of any of that, but if that's the case, that is really freaking cool. Really cool. Really, really cool. This that we're doing is massive. And nobody knows the date or the time when it's going to happen. People say it's going to be next month. I have no idea. All I know is because I keep seeing 55 keeps being thrown in my face constantly. 55, I keep seeing 1122, 1919, 1818. It's constant. And I don't know if it's the same for you, but I love it. Deja vu. Oh, gosh, deja vu is awesome, right, guys? Deja vu. When I was reading about deja vu, love it. I love the fact that it's our higher self telling us you are on the right path. Keep going. Keep going. I love it. This world is amazing. It is. It truly is. Yes, we've got to look at not so much for you and I who are already on this journey, but people who are starting out on this journey. Yes, you've got to look at the darkness within. And what are you feeding? Are you feeding the light or the dark? Now, we know that the Satanic Mind and Peter Wood and Hollywood and Pizzagate and all that kind of stuff was feeding the Satanic Mind. And that's what we were, and feeding the darkness within us because we were plugged into it. I mean, gosh, how many of us watch TV to get away from our emotions? Because it really was something that I used to sneak watching TV when I was little because I wanted to get away from the do my best to find the right words from what I was in. So I used to sneak watching TV. I used to skip school because I hated it, so I can go home and watch TV. It's just ridiculous, right? But life is changing. It's brilliant. And there's a nursery rhyme that my daughter watches um, about um, lying. And are you lying? And no, Papa, I'm not lying. And yes, I see you eat that. Yes, you are lying. And I completely blocked that. I was like, no, 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 no. No, there is no need for lies in our home. Reason why there is no need for lies is because we have no fear in our home. There is no reason to lie to one another. The only reason why you lie is because you are fearful. You're fearful of circumstances, what will come out. That's the only reason why you're going to lie. I used to lie so much when I was little. It some to the point where I hated myself. I hated myself. And when my DSP was introduced to me, I realised that this is no way to be living. What I used to scream to my parent, there was more to life than this, was the whole thing about education, get a good one, go to university, um, get a fly high and paying job, um, get married, buy a house, have kids. There was more to life than this. And it's really funny because I have done about 80% of it, but really, I used to scream and say, there is more to life than this. And what I now know is I was talking about that, and I was also talking about the energy of the earth. Um, so really what I'm saying is that there is no need to lie. Once you listen to your heart, once you live in an environment that is full of light, full of joy, full of bliss, that this new earth is, there is no need for lies. There is no need for manipulation or control or any of that. Um, and if you are currently living in something like that, unplug. Unplug from the satanic mind. There is no need for any of that anymore. Listen to your heart. It is so connected to universe. When I was meditating and I saw the connection that your heart has to universe and how it is with Gaia, with Mother Earth, Father Sky, it's just, there is nothing else. There is nothing else than that. Yes, you've got your gut and your instincts, but the connection that your heart has to universe, to Father Sky, Mother Earth, is fundamental. It's so strong, so powerful, and it can be scary. It can really be scary when you start to listen to your heart and it takes you away from everything that you already know, everything that you have been educated, everything that you have been taught. It's scary, but sometimes when you jump and you think you have no parachute, know the universe has your back. Yeah? Okay, so I'm being told that everybody who wants it, everybody who is able to receive it, take a deep breath in and breathe out. What we're going to do is upgrade your understanding and your definitions of universe, of how everything that you've been taught about universe and karma, oddly, and how universe and karma works against you, because really that's incorrect. So let's reverse that, give you the true definition, true understanding, universal truth, wisdom, perspective, and yours to be the same. Here's that one. So I'm just seeing a chord, a really thick chord. What is that? Okay, so what we're doing is unplugging this cord that keeps changing. It's like a chameleon, and we're going to plug that into universe. To everybody who is ready for this, whoever has that chameleon cord is going to be plugged into universe. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. Let it all filter through you. Allow light to come in. Allow everything to be upgraded. Forgive me, I'm just seeing everybody who is able and willing to have this done right now in the world, it being done. Even to those that are just ready for it, and they have no idea about this journey, just plugging that into the universe and allowing all of that to percolate through. We're doing it from conception, because what I've now come to see and realize, everything that you have gone through is from our ancestors. This darkness has been around for a long time. Some people have been saying that it's been around for longer than 6,000 years. But this particular Peterwood, Holly, Weird, Pizzagate, all of that stuff, the wine has been going on for 6,000 years, and we're just unplugging all of that from conception with regards to definitions and understandings and wisdoms and perspectives of universe, and plugging that into universe, because it comes from our ancestors. That's where it is. That's the reason why sometimes it can be a little hard, because hard is the incorrect word, but when you clear a layer, sometimes another layer comes up for you to clear. It's a little bit of a poop in a bag sometimes, but you're getting to, you're getting it when you get another layer and you've done a good job of clearing that stuff, because it means it's you going in for a deeper healing. So that's pretty awesome. Just double checking that now. Everything's looking really good. Just allow your body to feel that. Since I've been doing that, my hands have been tingling off the charts. So yeah, stay strong. We have got this. I know I was feeling like I had no idea what I was meant to be doing, where I was going, what was happening. Um, but I'm grateful for now this Leo portal, because I now see in myself where I'm meant to be going. So thank you all. Thank you for everything that you guys are doing, because I definitely feel it. I feel this new earth. I'm feeling the changes happening. And I keep speaking with my DSP. I was like, I speak with him, and I speak with him on an energetic level. So sometimes he doesn't always get it. And he was like, "You're a disciple. You're a disciple of the light." And I was like, "Yeah, I guess I am." And I never really understood what a disciple was. I thought it was just a Christ thing, but it's really about how you work and put your all in. So you could be a disciple of karate, a disciple of computer science, and some disciple of the light. Yeah. Um, I thank you all for everything that you guys are doing, because it's brilliant. We are so on the precipice. It's so going to change. And when it does, and when those people who are asleep, rather than those that are in the comas, because I think those who are in the comas are the 5 and the 6% that Cuban are talking about, but those who are asleep, they're going to need us, guys. They really are. They really are. You guys are awesome. I love you all very, very much. Thank you for everything that you are doing.